Welcome back to the Bretonians. Well, it depends on where you're watching or listening to this. If you're on a podcast, welcome back to the Bretonians. If it's on YouTube, welcome to my channel, Sanberto Alejandro. I want to give you a little context to today's video and the video I posted last week and the ones I'm going to be posting in the future. So my sister recently became a Christian, and I'm thinking I'm going to have her on to share a little bit of her story and little things of what she is learning. So because she is now a Christian, her algorithm has figured that out and is now sending her all sorts of Christian videos, at least the stuff that's very popular amongst Christians. And at first it started off as, I think she was just trying to encourage me by sending me these videos. And I wasn't really responding because I wasn't taking them seriously, but slowly over time, some of them started to worry me. So I started responding to her. And the AI video that I posted, I think 3 weeks ago now, you can probably see it here up top, you can watch that after, was the first video that I decided to respond to. Now, going into the Christmas season, I'm going to start responding to more videos that I think you guys are going to enjoy. So all these response videos are really for her. And you guys are along for the ride. And if you guys want me to respond to those videos you're watching, I can respond to those too. So let's watch a video that I want to respond to. So let's watch a video and then respond to it.
Is religion a big part of y'all's life?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Not religion.
Not religion. I'm getting it.
We're just Christian.
Man.
We're just Christian.
That is a religion.
No, it's not a religion because God is not a religion. It's Christianity. It's not non-denominational. There's Lutheran, there's Catholic, but when you read the Bible.
So I've responded to posts like this many times. And what I'm about to say is not a hot take, but it is considered a hot take amongst evangelicals and a lot of the Christian culture in North America, because this idea is just so prevalent. And that is that there are things that we need to stop saying. And I have a whole list, but that's a video for another time. But one of the things that we have to stop saying is that Christianity is not a religion. It's a relationship. Now, I understand rhetorically what people are trying to get at. They're trying to say that Christianity at its core is about having a relationship with God. And while trying to say this is noble, this phrase doesn't communicate that effectively because it's false, or at least it's logically false, because Christianity is a religion. And we'll expand on that in just a moment. But saying that Christianity is not a religion, it's a relationship. It's like saying, I don't have a Toyota, I have a Corolla. I don't have a Honda, I have a Civic. I don't live in the United States of America, I live in Texas. Or in my case, I don't live in Washington, I live in Vancouver. You see what I'm saying? You're saying the same thing twice. If you believe that Christianity is about having a relationship with Jesus, of being saved by grace through faith, that is your version of Christianity, and that is your religion. If you believe that you are saved and you can gain favor by doing acts of righteousness, then that is your religion. Because religion, at least the way that most people understand the word and the way that it's used in the American language, is that it refers to the beliefs that someone has and how someone practices those beliefs. So whether those beliefs are legalist or grace-centered, both of them encompass what religion is. And again, I understand what people are trying to do, but this does not accomplish it, because what's really happening behind this sentiment is that we are reacting to secularists, or we're reacting to secularism, because people who are not religious are saying that religion is bad. And so many Christians hear this, and instead of dialoguing with that criticism in a meaningful way, or accepting the ways that religion can be harmful or has been harmful or is behaving in harmful ways, or clarifying points of Christian doctrine. Instead, what many Christians have chosen to do is just to deny that they are a religion, which is not a good look. And I'll give you guys an example. There is a creator that I follow, and I really enjoy his content. So this is no shade to him, but he calls his spouse his partner. And the reason he does this is because his community is uncomfortable, or at least the larger part of his community is uncomfortable with the word wife. So in order not to offend the larger community that he serves, he uses a different word. Now, is a wife a partner? Absolutely. But it would be ridiculous for him to say, I don't have a wife, I have a partner. Now, he hasn't said that, but in practice, that is what he is doing. And now we can look at that situation and be like, that's absolute nonsense. But for some reason, when Christians come across this idea that Christianity is not a religion, they don't see how it's equally problematic. And from my perspective, the better response to people who think religion is bad is to listen to them with curiosity, hear them out. And when we respond, say, I hear what you're saying, but let me offer you my perspective on my religion and how I live my religion out. We don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. And it's not like I'm trying to fight for the word religion, like I have a dog in the fight for the word religion, but it's because it logically doesn't make sense. And for people who are listening to us from the outside, they can see how what we're saying makes no sense, like in this video.
I just asked if religion was a big part of your life.
It's not religion.
So how
it's
can we
the
not talk
Bible
about that?
and what he says, and we follow it. But
The Bible and Jesus is all that we care about. We don't care about the money in the church, brother.
Listen, we're human, and so this is my thing.
You don't go to church?
We do.
We do.
He's not Christian, so he can see how ridiculous it sounds. Like I already said, and I think that this makes sense to many Christians because they feel bullied by atheists to believing that religion is bad, and they just accepted that it is. And I think that's something that is healthy for us as Christians, is to stop pretending like we are not religious. To say, oh, I'm spiritual, not religious, because the word spiritual doesn't communicate what the word religious communicates. Spiritual communicates that you are doing something to control your passions, while your religion expresses what you believe and how you practice those beliefs, encompassing your doctrines, your ethics, your morality. Because we shouldn't just be committed to our spirituality. That would be selfish, just with our own self-flourishing. We are also committed to our religion, because our religion dictates what we believe about God and how we are to serve him. If you believe that God is love and that he's kind and gentle, that is your religion. If you believe that you need to love your neighbors, love the stranger, love the foreigner, fight against injustice, that is your religion. And do not allow atheists to tell you that religion is bad, because in the end, what that pushes you towards is to just talk about spirituality, and that is just going to make you selfish. Well, my friends, thank you for listening to this rant. I hope this helps somebody. This is just a one-take video. So I'll see you on the next one.